pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All righty. We have a few things to cover tonight. We'll get those pretty quickly. We'll knock out our general business first, and then we'll get to those as quickly as we can. We have minutes from the November 7th meeting to approve.
I make a motion we approve the minutes for 11/7.
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. And then we have payroll in the amount of $185,553.71, and then the extra $1,773, which is probably the festival stuff again. I see.
It's election.
Oh, election
Yeah,
stuff.
election.
Yeah. Okay.
I make a motion we approve the two payrolls, one in the amount of $185,553,071, and one for $1,773.
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Then, as always, we just need to acknowledge that we've been given the payroll claims accounts payable report, and that amounts to $172,664.03.
I make a motion we acknowledge the receipt of the payroll claims in the amount of $172,664.03.
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Let's sign those things real quick and we'll keep up with it. Now, so that's just my trash, yeah. Tricking you.
That's all right. Keep me awake over here.
That's Nick's job.
I'll kick him occasionally.
Okay.
Just slapping it down. Oop.
Oh, it's good. That's what that is.
With that, I think, yeah.
Okay. All right. Is there anybody here besides Nisa Cove or something? Let's go and put you up first on this.
Okay.
Why don't you come up?
Yep.
It's a festival time, and as you know, we pay some of the bills for Nisa, and we agreed to $30,000 this year, early in the year when we thought the tents were going to be high, and typically it's been since we've done this not to give them just a check for that amount, but to pay specific bills. So she has presented specific bills for us to pay, and let me make a copy of this for you guys too, so you can see what they are. One for you, Nick. You need to see those. Nicole, I'll get a copy of this for you too. You can have mine when we get down here. All right. Did you meet with Laura on these?
No,
Okay.
I didn't get a chance to.
Okay.
I had submitted, so what Nicole and Michelle had given me was this form with the vouchers.
Gotcha.
And I filled out a voucher that you should have that was for the $79.85 to go towards the tents.
Okay.
Since then, I had talked to you, Jim, about just paying that balance. So the very top invoice in there is the tent, totaling the 25 and change on the final page of that.
Okay.
So that has been totally paid for. Everything in that folder is paid. The only major expense that I haven't gotten back to pay is the Town of Rockville bill that we have to pay.
What I talked with her about, because the tent had not been paid and it was getting late and they were getting testy about it, I didn't want to risk losing their services because they're the last tent company in town. So if they told us, no, we're not working with you anymore.
Yeah.
Because we typically don't reimburse them, just PCI pay bill and we reimburse them. We actually get the invoices and we pay those bills. So I told Nisa that it would probably be okay, and I didn't have you guys confer with, but we're going to pay them out anyway. I'm okay this time with them, with reimbursing them for the cost of the tents. And I didn't see that number on here, Nisa. Is it in here somewhere?
It's on the invoice, Jim.
Yeah, right here.
79.95.
Yeah, so the $79.85 is what was
Okay.
designated.
Yes.
And then after we had spoken, you said it didn't
Yeah,
necessarily
right.
matter. So that whole total right here is $25,200.
Okay. that's
And
right.
and we have paid the full extent of that because we
Okay.
paid the deposit. And the
Okay.
balance.
So we typically pay between 25 and 30,000 to PCI, depending on what the bills are and how the year are, those kind of things. So I had her go ahead and pay the whole 25,000 for the tents, just to get them paid, so there wouldn't be a problem getting booked next year. Then that part will be reimbursed. So the part that we need to reimburse is on this sheet, and that's the 79.
It's however you guys wish to do it.
Okay.
Because I didn't, not being able to actually meet with Laura
Right.
in person, I can still fill out those vouchers individually.
See,
but in that folder is well over $30,000.
So what I was thinking was that we would pay the 25 too. That we just reimburse for the tent, the 25,200, which is what the cost of the tent was that they went ahead and wrote the check for.
Right.
And that would be it. If you wanted to take any of these other bills, add that to that, we can do that. But that 25.2 is typically in the range we pay, 25 to 30. So if you're okay with us just paying for the tent, the 25.2, that would make life easy for Nicole and everybody else if we just paid reimbursed
Yes.
PCI for that 25.2 on the tent and call it even.
Yep, that works for me.
Bruce, you okay with that?
Nicole's okay with that?
Okay, that'd be my motion then, that for our payment to PCI for the 2023 Covered Bridge Festival, we will reimburse them for the payment they made to the tent company, which is $25,200 payable to PCI.
And I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
All right.
Okay. That take care of it?
Yeah.
That was easy. Good.
Okay. Is that all you need from me?
Yep.
All right.
I do
Thank
want
you
to
very
say, I think, before you get too gone and too involved, I thought the festival was handled very well this year. I know you had some things come up, kind of last minute stuff, and I thought you handled them very well. I never get much chance to speak to Valerie. I don't really know what Valerie's role is with you, but I know you were out every day dealing with those things. I just thought it was very, very well executed, and I appreciate the efforts you made, because I know it's all on you. You're the only one who can see,
Thank
the
you.
only one doing stuff, and I appreciate that. So thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
I appreciate that.
Yep. All right.
Thank you.
You want us to keep this then?
Yeah, you guys can keep that for
Okay.
the records.
I don't know if they want to file that stuff or not. Okay, and it was a well-functioned festival, at least up on the square on how things were in Bridgeton for you. and stuff,
Good.
but it was
Everything seemed to go well.
worked out well. The crowds were good. CVC has worked amazingly well over all year, and they always do on the advertising and the things that they do to promote not just the Covered Bridge Festival, but all year round. And our numbers of tourism are up dramatically over the last couple of years, and I know it's because of particularly our online presence now that we never had much before. We old ones, there's a couple of us old ones on there, have seen the morph from the days back when you would buy a newspaper ad and put a coupon in there and expect people to turn that coupon in. That was the only way you had to track where anybody came from. You had no other way. Now with the analytics on Google and all the stuff that you can get on online, it's just an amazing process. And Courtney Cook is our IT person, and she has just done an amazing job. So I'm really proud of CVC. Okay, so we have an agreement with Effie Moran. What is that?
And then Don brought it up as something.
Oh, I know what this is.
Monitoring. so
Yes,
that-
they've got the alarm annunciation system in now, and it's always been with another company, the old system was. New system is in now, so it made sense to me that we would go with the new system's monitors as well, and that's what this contract is for us to approve.
Just two things to point out on it.
Okay?
It says it's governed by the laws of state of Illinois,
Okay.
and you need to fill out paragraph 16 on the back. The term of the agreement is blank year, beginning on the date that is signed.
All right, where's that one for Illinois? And I'll,
13 it says
13.
Illinois, and then 16 you just need to say 1 year.
I will
or
mark
however
out
many-
Illinois, put Indiana, and then I'll initial that. And then
I assume you want to go year to year.
Yes.
Is my guess. So it's just 1 year.
1 year, okay.
And paragraph 16. And it renews, and we have to give 30-day notice, which is
Okay.
kind of the new standard
I think
trend.
she has the one here you can
Oh, okay.
sign, so
Okay.
this is probably the
We
one
can-
you ought to
we
be
can fix
marking
that.
out.
let me see if I can hold Don real quick. It seemed like they got a better price if it was multi-year. And I don't remember what I talked to him about.
Say a one-time charge of 900 and an annual fee of 600.
That's what I'm thinking of, the 600, so that's every year anyway, so we can go 1 year on that then, okay.
Yeah, it's a one-time charge of 900,
Okay,
and then the annual fee is 600.
okay,
Maybe 1,500 total.
okay.
One
One.
year.
I'll initial that. 13, it says Illinois, I'll mark that out, put Indiana. And initial that. Okay. And then I can sign this, and then, yep, the rest of it's there. 900, 600, okay. So I guess we need a motion then to approve the contract with FE Moran for the fire protection monitoring.
Make a motion, we approve the fire protection monitoring with the new company of 901 payment, and then an annual payment of 600 for 1 year.
And I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
All right.
All right, there it is. I changed and initialed the corrections on the other pages, so you'll see them. All right. Then health insurance. Anything we need to do with that?
That's all the stuff he signed.
That's everything I signed, okay. We already approved all that, and that's signed. They have a schedule, they're coming in to talk with employees. All right, and then we have the schedules to approve that we just were talking about. So let's go with the Board of Commissioners schedule first with those corrections. You guys want a copy of this for the paper or anything? We got corrected dates for you, you have mine. Well, I'll give you all of them here in a minute.
Okay.
So I'd make a motion, we approve the 2023 Board of Commissioners scheduled, meeting schedule as corrected.
And I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right. Then we have another correction we need to correct before we go on. I lost that other.
Well, you gotta do claim sheet too.
Yeah, I was gonna do those together if we hadn't, I can't find the one that we corrected.
We'll do the payroll one.
All right, let's go ahead and do the claims, because the claims are okay, the claim dates are okay, right?
Yep.
We just need a motion to approve
I
that.
make a motion to approve the claim schedules as presented by the auditor.
And I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Then we have state holidays. That one's correct too, as it is?
She just threw that in there, so we don't need to do anything with the holidays because we already approved the holidays.
Okay, got you. Oh, I see, the back of the page here is what we corrected.
Yep.
So the pay dates have some corrections. I only showed 2, is that correct on the back side? Nothing on the front page?
On the front
Front
side.
page, you gotta
the
take out
date-
an 8.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
said
you
3.
took out.
Oh, I did,
the
I
date,
did,
made it
okay.
26.
Okay,
And then 2 on the back.
all right. So I make a motion, we approve the payroll schedule with the corrections as presented by Nicole.
And I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, I'll get this, make copies again real quick.
Had the Salvation Army guy out the IGA thank us for getting Rocky Lake Road done and all that area down there. He said that he's got a daughter or something that lives down in that area, and he'd go drive down and he said it just beats me up every time I go down there. So
It does have some bad places, and I was over on 800 the other day too, and went over to the hydraulic shop, and hill, and that was getting terrible rough too.
Check and see if the commissioner will sign it on the health board this year. It's a state.
was the Colts game yesterday?
I was gonna go, but our tickets ended up selling for a decent price, so we watched on TV. Those Philly fans played twice the face value to get tickets.
You wanna look this over and see if it's conflict of interest form of the health department?
I was the one who gave it to her.
Okay, she's asking the question on the note.
Does any
Check to see if
commissioners or health board?
we need to sign before I upload it to state. So you're whoever the appointing officers, I assume you guys are the ones appointing her to the health board, correct?
Yeah.
So yeah, whoever's the elected official that's appointing her signs it. So that would be you guys.
3 of those dates are Tuesdays.
Who is
Monday, that'd be January and January.
Stephanie Laws.
Those January 3rd and January 17th are both Tuesdays. And then September 5th.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Do that to Jim, I guess.
Yeah.
He'll have to.
Colts actually look a lot better now than they had been, but still lost.
All righty.
play the law, so.
Before we go any farther, the conflict of interest, I think you need to sign
Yeah,
it.
okay.
Yeah, one they even had the ball and the other half going in and didn't score.
That's not on the agenda. Nicole just give that to it. It's a conflict of interest for
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
Stephanie Laws.
We need to sign it.
Yeah, they're that
Three
second
spots
page.
on the left and second page. Yeah.
Yep. Whoever the appointing
Elected
is, so
officials
that'd
are-
be you three.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even look at these other ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, Nick, on that, there's another place, halfway down. Here, let's see if that means the health board, if that means us. Not where the 3 signatures are, but above that.
I can just put it as Parke County Board of Commissioners. Or Board of Commissioners of Parke County, Indiana.
Can I sign it there as well?
Yeah.
And then we all 3 sign down there?
Yep.
Okay. It's the way it looked to me, but you're the guy.
Sometimes.
Let me go ahead.
Okay.
You don't have to pass it back this way.
Okay. I haven't heard from Randy if he was gonna be here today or not.
In the top page.
Yeah. Okay, you guys have any old business? We don't have to do it now, when we get to new business, I guess I don't have any old business either. It was a problem again this year with 3 stands on the courthouse square. Took forever to get off, more than 2 weeks to get them off.
Yeah.
And we were waiting to get the yard clean and waiting to get the yard seeded and aerated. Luckily it didn't rain pour on us, and luckily it didn't freeze on us in time. We had time to get it done. She asked and asked. It was Park Heritage. It was the
Catholic Church.
Brewer. And the chuck wagon ladies.
ladies. Yep.
It was more than 2 weeks. Do we need to think about putting an ordinance on there that anything beyond that's going to be a fine, and then by the third week after, we're going to tow it off at their expense, and there'll be another fine? Do we need to do that?
Well, you would hope we wouldn't need to do that.
That's what I told Gail. If we do it, if we get it where that's going to
But-
cost you money, maybe they would take care of that.
But every day I drive through town and they weren't moved and they weren't moved and I'm thinking, and the weather was perfect.
Yes, it was.
We didn't have any rain. There was no excuse. And
We won't have that problem this year with Christmas stuff, but John remembers last year, it was March before the
Before they got
Christmas
it down,
Christmas
yeah,
stuff was
so-
gone. He only got gone because he finally called somebody, I think, and took care of it. But I know it was March before it was out of there, so that's just crazy stuff. So think about that. We don't have to do it today, but think about how we should handle
Well, I
it.
would hope we wouldn't have to. I'd hope they would do it. There's nothing on the, we couldn't add, that wouldn't add, I was going to say add something to the TML, but the vast majority of the TMLs
Wouldn't affect them, yeah.
it wouldn't affect that people. So
I would just say any stands are on the square.
we would just
At any
ask
time
them.
for
I think
anything.
if we could ask them if they do it again, I would say we lay
Yeah,
the law
do
down
something about
because
Okay, just one thing about that.
Charge them rent.
Well, I don't think we'd have to do that. I think we just had the threat of a fine. I mean, they are not-for-profits, 2 of them are anyway, and trying to make money. They're not going to waste money. But if it's going to cost them money, if you don't get it out, then maybe they'll bother to get it out. All right, that's all I had. You guys got any new business?
Nope.
I don't see any departments that have departmental reports. So no sheriff, no highway department. So I guess we're done.
Make a motion. Oh, go ahead.
We want to know if we get on the agenda for the first meeting in December.
Sure, talk to Nicole. She's the agenda person.
All right,
Alright,
Nicole,
okay.
got me?
Yeah.
Hamilton Center.
Hamilton Center, okay.
Yep, sorry.
Okay.
Thank you.
What do you think? It can happen without doing it in a meeting, can it? Or do we have to? Okay. Should we do that today then, contingent upon needing to?
Yeah, that's up to you guys.
Okay. What we're talking about, because we never know if the open meeting would talk about that or not, that there is an issue still with some funds that were mispaid. Nothing intentional at all. But remember, some of the payroll things were messed up. And we had an employee who left service, and now we have no leverage over getting him to do. We file small claims, but there's no leverage to get that. So as a result of that, the auditor is bonded to cover those types of things. So we would have to take action then to vote to go ahead and to approach her bond to retrieve that money for the taxpayers for the county. So you guys have any questions on that? Are you okay with that? It's one of those things we kept hoping it would rectify itself and get rectified, but it hasn't. The former employees obviously not going to pay it or can't pay it. Taxpayers need to be reimbursed for that, and that's why you have bonds. That's why people in those positions have bonds to cover those things. But we have to take official action. We have to vote on it, take a motion and vote on it then to, if necessary, to authorize Nick to go ahead and start the process to approach the bond. Is that the right word, to approach the bond? Or?
That'll work. File on bond, approach the
Okay.
bond.
So I would make the motion that if it becomes necessary in our attorney's eyes, that he be authorized to go ahead and do what's necessary to begin the process to retrieve that money from the bond so the taxpayers can be reimbursed.
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. And again, I just can't reiterate, it's nothing intentional, there's no theft involved, it's just a mistake was made. If the person was still an employee, we would simply take it out of their pay until it was done, but that employee is not an employee anymore, have no leverage, has made no effort to pay it, maybe you can't pay it, that part I don't know. But the taxpayers have to have that money back, so that's why people have bonds, and that's what bonds are purchased for, so we just need to.
Will falling back on that bond cause future bonds that you have to purchase to do more?
No, gotta do it, just gotta get it back. It'd be easier just to wipe it clean, but we can't do that, it's taxpayers' money, they got a right to get it back.
I think that motion was made at the council also,
Okay,
is my understanding.
okay. Did we vote on it yet?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure we did, I know it's second,
did.
but then we voted. Okay, I have no more business. You guys have anything?
Motion we adjourn.
Second.
Okay, we are.